The Echo Chamber, dissecting the Reddit defense of GXD Rev.G. Welcome back to my Shadow Eve Song channel. In today's update, we go deeper into not just the actions of GXD Rev.G and his associates, but into the quiet, calculated defenses cropping up across Reddit. This video focuses on a Reddit user who goes by the name SameResource1691 and how their comment under my original thread on this topic mirrors the language, defenses, and narratives used by GXD and his team, particularly AdrianSGM. This isn't speculation, it's analysis, backed by my own archived evidence and publicly visible behavior. For context, I've been running a video series exposing a series of issues within the GXD-operated Loki's Den Discord server, his YouTube content, and his past modding and monetization history. Topics covered include the monetization of modded assets from Steam Workshop, the use of AI-generated music with unclear authorship and licensing, and the operation of an 18+ NSFW Discord server without ID verification. Following these uploads, a Reddit comment was posted responding to one of my threads. It was long, over 1,500 words, and framed as neutral research. But on closer inspection, it echoed phrases, internal justifications, and formatting directly pulled from inside Loki's Den. Let's break down the language patterns used in the Reddit comment. The most telling phrase, "under Adrian's rule." This phrase comes directly from GXD's own video description, posted when he publicly handed off his channel and community to AdrianSGM. It's not typical phrasing for a neutral third-party Redditor. It's internal, it's branded. The structure of the Reddit comment follows GXD's known communication pattern, a calm introduction to seem neutral, a long, organized breakdown of each accusation, with dismissals built in, a final summary stating that nothing wrong was found. This is how GXD has structured multiple long-form responses, especially during drama in Discord or YouTube comment sections. Even the phrase, "I poked and prodded," is consistent with how Adrian describes people asking him questions about server operations. These aren't coincidences, they're stylistic fingerprints. Now let's talk about the actual claims in that Reddit comment and how they align with internal statements I've already covered with receipts. Tot custom and race presets. Reddit claim, GXD created over 30 race skins. One of them he spent 9 months on. It had over 200 synced parts. It was his baby. I've already discussed GXD's use of Tot custom in my videos, but this Reddit comment uses specific internal phrases I've only seen used by GXD and Adrian in Discord, such as his baby, 200 syncing parts, and he wouldn't shut up about it. These aren't generic guesses. They're personal quotes, repeated now as public defense. Even if a preset was made using Tot custom, that doesn't override Steam's terms of use, which clearly state that workshop content is not to be monetized. Effort doesn't override EULA, NSFW Discord access Reddit. Claim, would you really give your ID to some stranger on Discord? This phrase is lifted nearly word for word from a GXD video description and Discord rules I've archived. It's part of his reasoning for why no ID checks are performed in the NSFW channels of Loki's Den. But Discord's own TOS requires age gating for servers with pornographic material, especially if no other ID verification method exists. Saying we don't ask for ID because it's shady doesn't make you compliant. It makes you vulnerable to TOS violations. Battle Pass and admin effort Reddit claim, Battle Pass enthralls. QOL mods require heavy admin tweaking that justifies the donation perks. This is a known internal defense used by Adrian when questioned about monetized perks linked to mods. But the reality is simple. Admin effort doesn't override mod authors' licensing. The moment you tie mod content to paid access, you breach Steam's EULA unless you have explicit permission. Even if mods like Indrids, custom races, and tot custom require setup, they're still covered under Steam's non-commercial use agreement by default. Here's where it gets more revealing. While I've talked about donation tiers and mod setup before, the Reddit user didn't just repeat that info. They framed it the exact same way GXD and Adrian did. Examples: referring to preset creation as an artistic process, dismissing criticism with, "This guy just doesn't understand Conan mods." The narrative that a lot of modders monetize too. This isn't a new take. It's a softened, strategic echo of internal defenses. The Reddit user also admitted they joined Loki's Den Discord and spoke with multiple admins. That means they weren't just speculating. They had access to internal channels, possibly the same channels I've shown screenshots from. So when they repeated direct GXD/Adrian phrasing, it wasn't research, it was regurgitation. Now let's look at the Reddit user's behavior. Same resource 1691 has only 3 total Reddit comments. One was posted on April 7th, praising the Tehran build set, a generic, non-controversial post on a Conan Exiles thread. The next day, they post an enormous 1,500-word defense of GXD, addressing issues I only covered in detail inside Discord and my YouTube videos. That behavior, warming the account up with a harmless post, then dropping a massive defense, is classic sock puppet activity. This isn't a casual player. It's someone building credibility to discredit or intercept my video series. So what does all of this point to? The Reddit user repeats insider-only phrasing from GXD, and Adrian defends monetization of mods using internal logic frames, criticism as ignorance, a classic GXD tactic, and has virtually no Reddit history beyond this defense. They either work closely with the Loki's Den team, are one of the admins using an alternate Reddit handle, or were given a narrative script to control damage before I released further evidence. And what's most telling, they preemptively defended Adrian and Nuke before I even shifted focus onto them. That's not just a coincidence. That's preparation. Thanks for watching. If this breakdown helped you spot the patterns, like, share, and subscribe for more. The next parts of this exposé will dig even deeper into Adrian's role in the AI music licensing and Nuke's complicity as a modder working alongside monetized content. This is Shadow Evesong, revealing what lies in the dark.